Shen! What the Shen! What the Get him out of this. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. Shen, what? Shen, what?
And tonight we're hearing from an Uber driver who was pepper sprayed by a passenger in a seemingly unprovoked attack. He believes it was because of the color of his skin. And as 𝖿𝖎𝖎𝖓𝖐 shows us, the incident was all caught on camera.
Right over here, and in this area.
The pepper spray stains have been hard to remove from the driver's side door of full-time Uber driver 𝖍𝖎𝖓𝖓𝖐𝑚𝐻's minivan.
My shoulder have muscle pain, this, that, and I'm mentally not okay.
Dashcam video shows him being pepper sprayed by a passenger just as the light turned green last Wednesday on Lexington Avenue near 65th Street. He unbuckled himself and jumped out, but the car was still moving, so he hopped back in. The woman continues to spray him as eventually he puts the car in park. Police have identified her as 23-year-old Jennifer 𝖿𝖎𝖎𝖓𝖐. She was later arrested and charged with assault.
Because I try to save myself first. Then I ask, why you do it? Why you do it?
Get him out of this. Get him out. Get him out.
Mahmoud said 𝖿𝖎𝖎𝖓𝖐 is heard telling her friend.
She's talking after a couple of seconds. He's brown. This is New York City. This is diverse people everywhere.
To further protect himself and other drivers, Mahmoud is still figuring out how he can put a barrier between himself and other passengers in the car, similar to what you would see in a taxi.
That is far more better because driver not going to be harassed like this.
Uber said, quote, the rider's actions shown in the video are deplorable. Violence is not tolerated and the rider has been banned from the Uber platform. But the New York Taxi Workers Alliance says that isn't enough from the rideshare app, adding, quote, that's why too many hateful people think they can get away with assaulting a driver, even when the company knows who you are and there are cameras in the cars.
She should be punished. I'm human. I'm not a robot. Treat like a human. I'm working for feed my family.
The father of three says he's been working fewer hours since the attack out of fear for his own safety. In Midtown, 𝖿𝖎𝖎𝖓𝖐, CBS News, New York.
I found an article from the New York Post, and it reads, 𝖿𝖎𝖎𝖓𝖐 was indicted in New York State Supreme Court on 2 counts of assault as a hate crime and aggravated harassment for the Upper East Side attack, the Manhattan District Attorney Office says. And this article was published yesterday from the time of my recording, November the 1st, because I believe this incident happened back in the summertime, but it recently went viral again. I missed it the first time. And I know some people are going to feel a certain type of way about it being labeled a hate crime, but the simple fact is this, man. You can't just walk around assaulting people, especially women assaulting men for no reason whatsoever. Let that be a shoe on the other foot and the man just maced a woman or hit a woman. There would have been hell to pay. And thank goodness that he had one of those cameras in his vehicle. If you're going to be some type of Uber driver or Lyft driver, make sure that you invest in one of these cameras, because him actually having the footage of this is more than likely what actually got her arrested and indicted. Stay safe out there, fellas.
What's your biggest turnoff in guys?
Probably when they don't work out, go to the
really?
gym and stuff.
Yeah, I don't go to the gym.
You can't pick me up.
White men.
Oh, really?
Look right in here, look in there, and you see that you're doing too much.
A lot of things will be hard for you to comprehend. That's why you're in sex work, because you can't offer value in the marketplace.
What the fuck?
Don't worry, I'm not really talking to you. I'm speaking against you as a symbol.
A symbol of what?
A symbol of a declining society where people lack values. So the point is this. If you had IQ and skills to offer to the marketplace, you can earn a good income. Being that the most valuable thing about you is something that you never earned. You didn't earn knowledge, you didn't earn skills. It's your breast that you paid for and your butthole. So you market that to earn money, which is to say, if I took your brain and placed your brain into a man's body, you would be in poverty.
I'm just good for nothing. Yep, you caught me.
No, you are good for something. That's why you have OnlyFans. And that's my point, is that that's what you're good for.
More toxic, a guy in prison or a guy in the army?
Oh, a guy in the army.
A guy in the army.
100%.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, because in prison at least they find like religion.
They find relationships and they get married in prison.
So it depends on the branch, though. What branch is it?
Army.
All of them.
Army? Yeah.
Army's definitely very
I'd rather
toxic.
have a prison man.
I would rather a man in prison too.
Yeah.
Or recently out.
Is there? I think maybe Navy. I think a Navy man.
Or
would be
Air
safe.
Force.
Nope, dated one of those. They cheated on me.
Yeah, they seem like they have too much access to air. Huh? I don't like that.
Yeah, like you can get in a plane and fly away from me. Fuck no.
No, you
like
can
that.
leave me too easily. If you're able to jump on a plane and leave my apartment, no.
All three of these women combined have the IQ of a Pop-Tart. With that being said, every single story you hear about military men, I served 6 years in the United States Air Force. Everything you hear about military men or military relationships are true. They are toxic, of course not 100%, and they are problematic at best. I won't get into details, so there's definitely some truth in that. And it doesn't matter which branch. But the fact that these women would choose men in prison over military men, stop it, ladies.
My dad's a felon, and he's the first person I call when I get into trouble. If you have a felon in your family, call them. They'll get you out of trouble because they've been there. They know how to get out of it. I give you an example. One time about 11 years ago, I was driving drunk. I crashed my car into a ditch and I fled the scene. I'm running. I'm freaking out. I call my dad like, Dad, I'm drunk. I just crashed my car. The cops are on their way. I fled the scene. What do I do? My dad was like, oh, just go home and report the car stolen. I was like, oh my God, thank you, Dad. He was like, who is this?
Y'all to let me know if I'm tripping about something, right? Let me break it down to y'all. So I've been talking to this young woman. I've been dating her for a while, right? So, you know, me, I'm a gentleman. I like to court women appropriately. And I thought she was a stand-up woman. You know, she's a single mother of 2 kids. She's a great mom. So when I can help, I help. You know, I ain't broke. I got my own business. You know, I work a good job. So, I used to send her, you know, $130 to get her nails done. I send her lunch money, $20, $30 every other day. I mean, y'all do the math. That should add up. And I even would buy her roses like every week. I would buy her some roses to put in her vase to cut them up. This is some white roses. I buy her roses. I mean, these are about $25, $30 too. But I always bought her flowers because I believe in buying a woman flowers. I believe that's to show my gratitude to the woman that I'm adoring. I took her to the H in Orlando 2 weekends ago. We always go to a hookah bar or something. You know, we went on a lot of, you know, different dates. Always paid the tab. Never asked her to pay for anything. We went to this steakhouse 2 weeks ago. The tab was $300, and I bought her flowers. Never asked her for anything. Never said you had to do nothing for me. That's just out of the kindness of my heart, right? And then it was a hurricane. Hell, I brought the whole house snacks and shit. Bought her kids snacks. They ate all my Hershey bars. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never say nothing about it because I know I'm dating a mother of 2 kids. I know she has kids. So I have to accept her and her kids. So guess what? I did that. So yesterday we go on a date to see Smile too. So I told her, like, if I'm going to see you, I got to see you during the week because I got a really busy week. I'm a football coach. I coach high school kids. So Fridays are busy for me, and the weekend I'd be tired, man. So this weekend I got a couple photo shoots because I got my own photography business. So we go to the movies, buy the tickets. So I tell her, I'm like, you know, babe, can you give me a bucket of popcorn? She like, yeah. So mind you, now, I was joking, but I was serious. So she give me the bucket of popcorn, and she buy it. Cool. So we watch the movie. We're going home. I'm peeping her energy. Her energy is, you know, she just a little. It's just she's aggravated, but she ain't saying nothing. So I'm like, okay, she'll probably tell me later. She probably didn't like the movie. So I'm driving home, and so she basically was saying, hey, I wanted, you know, I had a good night with you. I enjoyed you because we always have a good time together. I'm a vibe. But she was like, basically, she wanted to address some things. She was basically saying, if you wanted me to come out of my pocket, you could have let me know. But you begged me to go to the movies, so I thought you were gonna pay for everything. And if, you know what I'm saying, if I knew I had to come out of my pockets, I would have never came, right? So like I'm driving and I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, bruh, I don't hold nothing over people, but at this time, I'm like, bruh, everything that I did, after I just spent $300 on you in a steakhouse, you can't buy me a bucket of popcorn for $15? I'm like, that's the most ungrateful shit I've ever seen in my life. First of all, we weren't even together. We're dating, or was dating. Like, bro, I ain't half of the shit. I ain't have to do this shit. I ain't got to buy you flowers. I ain't got to pay for your nails. I ain't got to do none of that shit. I ain't got to get your kids shit. I don't got to do that. So I'm like, that shit pissed me off when I seen it. So basically, I just texted back. I sent her money back for the popcorn. I sent her $5 extra. Hell. And I basically was telling her, like, you ain't got to never worry about me again. Like, I ain't with that ungrateful shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a cool nigga. I don't really trip much. But one thing I can't stand is an ungrateful ass female. So I sent her money back and I told her, I hope you and your boys have a blessed life. You ain't never got to worry about me again. So she basically then continued to go on and say, how was she ungrateful because I invited her out and I expected her to pay. Like, bro, I paid for the tickets, bro. You paid for a box of popcorn for $15, bro. Like, if after all the thousands of dollars I spent, if I ain't worth $15, then I don't know how that's not ungrateful. Like, that's crazy as fuck, man. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping.
Yeah, bro, you are tripping. If you leave with your wallet, women will treat you like an ATM. I'll say it again. If you leave with your wallet, women will treat you like an ATM because that's what you're offering. I'm not a fan of paying women to get their hair done and their nails done. That's something they was doing before you and they would do after you. A woman ain't never cashed you out or cashed after you to go get your hair cut or send me some money for my beard oil. What we talking about here? That's self-maintenance. That's self-care that should be taken care of by the individual. And when it comes to dating, I always had this personal rule. If I go out with a woman on 3 dates, if I go out with a woman 3 times, and in those 3 dates, she doesn't at least offer, I'm not saying she has to pay, if she at least doesn't offer to pay in those first 3 dates, there wouldn't be a fourth. It's just that plain and simple, man. If I'm going out with someone and they expect me to pay for every single thing, every single time we go out, they don't respect your finances, and they don't respect you. And the other thing that I know, this is not a talking point, I know from personal experience, if a woman likes you, if a woman really likes you, not only will she spend bread on you, will spend her hard-earned money on you, a woman will move on earth to try to spend time with you. So she could miss me with that, oh, you invited me, I shouldn't have to pay anything. Like my man said, you done spent thousands and thousands of dollars on her. She can't even spend $15? $15 on a bucket of popcorn? It shows that she did not give a shit about you, man. But you shouldn't have been leading with your wallet in the first place, bro. You guys let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. We on the road to 200K. You better squadron. All out.